What's going on, everybody? Mortem here, this time bringing you a look at the updates for Baldur's Gate 3 that happened in July. First things first, I actually normally do this on the 1st, so we are a day late, but that is because I already did a Patch 5 preview video earlier in July for the big thing that happened this month, which is, of course, Patch 5. Now, because I've done that preview video, I'm going to kind of gloss over the big changes that came with Patch 5. However, I will try to post a link to the actual full patch notes down below, because in addition to the big changes that Patch 5 made, they made some substantial changes to just interactions and things, and if you're interested in seeing just how big Patch 5 was, I highly recommend you actually take a look through those patch notes and look at all the tiny changes that were made. Even just go watch the Patch 5 preview video, I suppose. To sum up the big changes there, we had the active role system added. This allows our characters to cast their modifiers, like spells that would modify a roll in some way, while you're actually making that roll. In addition, we saw the implementation of the Inspiration UI. Now, Inspiration was actually in the game already, however, there was no way to track it really all that well. Well, now, when you select your background at the beginning of character creation, if you roleplay your background, you'll be granted Inspiration points. Inspiration points allow you to take advantage on rolls, which lets you roll twice and take the better result. In addition, we now have the ability to free Shadowheart from the tutorial. Another big change they made was separating the jump and disengage options. So previously, if you wanted to jump, you could just jump away from an enemy and you are automatically disengaged, which means you wouldn't take attacks of opportunity. However, now you have to disengage and then jump. In addition, we are allowed to break concentration of our spells now. They also added non-lethal attacks. Non-lethal attacks is something you toggle on or off, and then combat proceeds as normal, except with non-lethal attacks turned on. The target, of course, doesn't die at the end of combat. The camp system as well saw some big changes. The biggest, of course, being the camp supply system. Basically, the food and things you would normally find that would heal insignificant amounts of health now actually act as camp supplies instead. And you will basically need those items to rest at camp, which kind of takes the place of a ration, if you will. Now, this cost is supposed to increase as you level up, and while I'm not wild about it, I kind of get there needing to be some sort of limit on resting. In addition, the camp also saw an overhaul in surroundings, so it won't look like you're always in the woods, even when that's not where you're technically camping at in-game. So the surroundings will change depending on where you camp, which led to major changes of a lot of the cinematics that happen in camp, because they have to account for all the surroundings you could possibly be in now. And then in addition to Patch 5, we actually also saw the implementation of Hotfix 12. Hotfix 12 fixed a variety of crashes as well as several UI bugs. A couple tiny other things here and there, but the UI bugs and the crashes were the main thing. The crashes were more rares type stuff, like, when you talk to certain NPCs or do a certain thing. And then the UI bugs were just visual more than anything else. Like sometimes your tooltips would blow up to a size they were not supposed to be. They would be 3 or 4 times bigger than they were supposed to be. Or your character being able to move when they shouldn't, that type of thing. There you go, guys. There is a look at all of the changes we saw to the Baldur's Gate 3 Early Access in July. Me personally, I'm most excited about the hopefully upcoming more player races, like the Dragonborn, for instance, as they are supposed to be adding everything from the player's handbook. But that said, Patch 5, again, was a very beefy patch and a very significant update to the early access period for this game. So, with all that stuff out of the way, I hope you enjoyed the video and the recap of the changes. If you did, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube jazz. But regardless of any of that, truly, just thank you so much for watching. May you wander in wisdom and have an amazing day.